Hey everybody, Doug here. Welcome back to yet another board game channel and yet another turn of Sentinels of the Multiverse. We are trying to prevent OblivAeon from destroying everything that is. This turn is probably going to suck for us. We're going to lose a couple heroes and a location. So, yeah. And there's nothing we can do about it. We'll also lose a bunch of scions, at least, so that's less bad. However, yeah, we start, as always, with OblivAeon, and, yeah, we've got to deal with the inevitable destruction card. Yep, at the start of OblivAeon's turn, if there are 12 or more devastation tokens on this card, remove 12 devastation tokens from this card. We have exactly 12. Then remove the environment in the battle zone with OblivAeon from the game, following the environment removal rules on the top card of the Scion Reserve. And there it is. So, yeah, we're going to say goodbye to the Time Cataclysm. Right, as this is the first time this has happened in the game, we'll just go over the effects in detail. Remove all of that environment's cards from the game, regardless of whether they are in play, the deck, the trash, or even in the other battle zone. Yeah, so, boop. All of this is going away. The Time Cataclysm has been wiped out. Pretty sure we don't have anything hiding anywhere else. Number 2, move OblivAeon to that battle zone. Well, he's already there. 3, put one of the set-aside environment cards in that environment area if there are no set-aside environment decks. To replace the removed deck, the multiverse has been destroyed. Game over. So our next one that I did randomly choose, next one on the pile is Silver Gulch 1883. Yeah, we're going to be jumping back and forth between a modern-day movie studio and the Old West. So, there goes that. Now, arguably the worst part, OblivAeon deals each target 20 irreducible infernal damage. So, everything in Zone 1 except OblivAeon is going to die. Let's go ahead and start with our heroes. Yep. First of all, the Idealist, and Cursor would also take the damage, but it's going to go down. So, she loses her last 11. We go into incapacitated mode, add our reward under there so we can try to get Cursor back. And every other card of hers goes away, including the one that was lurking under Dark Mind. So that's going to go. We also need to add a devastation token back to the inevitable destruction card. Then the Harpy. Technically, OblivAeon actually does 21 damage because they are nemesis, but as she only has 3 HP left, it doesn't make that much difference. So she is flipped over. We will put our other reward under her. Make sure we don't have any others lurking. No, that was the only reward we had. So Harpy goes away. And yes, we add a token. Now, it's also going to hit all the scions in this zone. I guess we will start at the top with Faultless, who takes 3. I believe because it's a card on our side, we don't get anything happen. When this card is destroyed, yeah, just remove it from the game. That'll go back in the box. Empyrean. If it were energy, he'd be okay. Or melee or projectile, but as it is, whoosh. When this card is destroyed, each player may draw a card and then use a power. Well, we have no heroes in this zone now. Then remove this card from the game. However, because we have removed a Scion, we get to remove one of those devastation tokens. And then exactly the same thing happens to Dark Mind. Yeah, Empyrean didn't flip, did they? Oh, okay, that was on his second side, so yeah, he's not going to flip. Dark Mind. When this card is destroyed, put any cards under the card into play in their play areas, which doesn't happen anyway because the idealist is down. Then remove this card from the game. Although, once again, we get to remove that token. So we're back down to 0 tokens anyway. The heroes and the Scions canceled each other out for that. So that was just the start of the turn, and lots of bad stuff happened. So, back to the other effects. And at least Lifeline is okay. Actually, he would have been fine anyway because he'd have he'd have 1 hit point left. Okay, also at the start of OblivAeon's turn, we need to put the counter down. Yeah, next turn, we're going to lose another environment. But then OblivAeon will flip to his final form of 120 HP, so we'll just go at him. Then, you still get to play a card. One shot. Unbracing Smite. El Curador. I'm not sure who that is. To me, Sentinels. I need your help protecting this reality to save our own. OblivAeon deals the 2 hero targets with the highest HP 3 infernal damage each. There are no hero targets. There are no targets except OblivAeon left in the whole area. If a hero character card is dealt damage this way, destroy one of that hero's non-character cards. So nothing much happened from that. However, then we reach the end of OblivAeon's turn, where he would deal 3 energy damage to everything. No heroes took that damage because there are no heroes. So instead, we have to put 3 devastation tokens on there. Then, if at least one battle zone does not have a Scion, put the bottom card of the Scion reserve into a battle zone with no Scions. So now we have a new one who's going to pop up in Zone 1. Nixius the Chosen. Villain Scion, Evangelist of the Flock. Oh, okay, yeah, Fanatic is a nemesis. And Fanatic says, your faith is a lie. You believe in nothing but utter destruction. Like you, it is empty, meaningless. Going to start with 30 HP. At the start of this villain turn, if this card is in the same battle zone as OblivAeon, flip it and move it to the other battle zone. Okay. When this card is destroyed, remove 3, in our case, devastation tokens from the inevitable destruction card, then remove this card from the game. Okay. And 30, that's not bad. Whenever this card deals damage to a hero, this card regains HP equal to the amount of damage dealt. At the end of this villain turn, this card deals the 2 hero targets with the lowest HP, 2 melee, and 2 infernal damage each. Blech. Alright, he's going to go over to Zone 1, and I'll get him some HP tokens. However, we are now at the end of OblivAeon's turn, which means we have to choose some replacement heroes to go in this zone. Alright, here we go. I guess we'll just choose the first two that are randomly generated here. So we're going to get regular Captain Cosmic and Dark Watch Night Mist. So we'll quickly meet our new heroes. Captain Cosmic, starting with 27 HP. Basically, kind of a Green Lantern type, makes energy-based constructs. His power is Fabrication. Reveal the top card of your deck, put it into play or into your hand. And we also have Night Mist, specifically the version of her that is part of the Dark Watch team. Very much a magical character who tends to have to do damage to herself, unfortunately, to cast the cards well. And this version of her has the power Attunement. Reveal the top 3 cards of your deck, put them back on top of your deck in any order. And yeah, she starts with 28 HP. So I'll get them some hands dealt, and then we get into their turns. Starting with Captain Cosmic. Alright, Captain Cosmic, I think we're going to stay where we are. Work a little bit on this new Scion. And let's see, for his special action, we could take Cursor into hand. Yeah, actually, I will do that because Nixus the Chosen heals when he does damage to us. So I can use Cursor to reduce that damage somewhat. So, okay, we're going to take Cursor into hand, and then we are going to play her. And she starts with the 14. And, right, non-character card hero targets increase damage by 1, which would include herself. Not that she does damage, but a card may, in fact, let her do so. So then we're going to use Cosmic's Power. Reveal the top card of your deck. Either put it into play or into your hand. So, yeah, I think we'll probably put this in play. The Wounding Buffer with 4 HP. It's a construct. Play this card next to a hero character card. The first time that hero character card is dealt damage by a target each turn, this target deals the source of that damage 2 energy damage. And we have a quote here from Parse. Youch! Glad you got the worst of it, you blue dummy. Not sure. Who is she actually fighting there? Can't tell. There's too many flames from the Wounded Buffer. So, we'll put that. We will not put that next to Night Mist because she often has to damage herself to cast spells, and we don't want that bouncing back on herself. So we'll attach the buffer to Captain Cosmic himself. Then we will draw a card. Oh, it's another Wounding Buffer. Suppose we could build them up with those. And, yes, we will leave it at that. And now it is Night Mist's turn. I think we'll just have Night Mist stay in Zone 1 as well. I'm really not sure where to put anybody at this point. Her turn is also going to be fairly unremarkable in that we are going to take a... yeah, we'll take one of the rewards. Actually, no, not that one. Let's say the Atlantean Conduit so she can get more cards into her hand. Yeah, so we grab that, goes into her hand, then we play it. Now we use her power, Attunement. We look at the top 3 and put them in any order we want. Okay, the only thing that's going to hurt anything is OblivAeon. You could call forth Elder Ring. I mean, it's going to hurt us, but it's going to hurt them more. So yes, I'm going to put that on the top, and the other two, oh yeah, so let's put Call Forth next, and then the Elder Ring. Okay, so at the end of her turn, well no, not quite the end of her turn, now we're at the draw phase, so she gets that Oblivion spell. Excuse me. End of turn, you may draw a card and use a power. She can't actually use the power because she already has, but she does get an extra card into her hand. So yeah, that was not a very exciting turn. But there it is. Okay, on to Lifeline, who is over in the second battle zone. Okay, Lifeline, staying where he is. For a special action, we're going to actually use one of Rod's incapacitated abilities. Select a hero until the start of your next turn. Reduce damage dealt to that hero by 1 to counteract the magical MacGuffin for now. Then we are at the beginning of his turn. Nothing happens. At the end of this hero's... Oh, you know what? I might not need to do that. Yeah, I won't need to do that. Oh geez, I might have been able to get rid of that last turn if I'd been paying attention. At the end of this hero's turn, they may use a power. If they don't store the card, that would be in addition to the regular power. I think I was supposed to get rid of that last turn, but I'm uncertain. So instead, we're just going to move on. And yeah, because I think I only used one power. Oh well. Okay, what we're going to do in that case is we're going to play... Okay, yeah, we're going to use the special ability. Actually, now that I've realized that, I'm completely rethinking the special ability part. We are instead going to... I don't know if I can do Nation in Ruins anytime soon from the mission deck. We need to have more heroes in one battle zone than there are non-hero targets in the other, and it's just kind of awkward the way things are right now, so we're going to shuffle that. Actually, I should do it upside down so I can't see what the actual missions are. Instead, form the Mechanite. You can't take it now because this is the only thing he can do as a special, but at the end of each turn, the end of your turn, each player may reveal the top card of their deck. They may discard or draw that card. If 3 cards are discarded that way, flip this card. That we can do. Oh no, yeah, we'll all have to be in the same zone to do that, but we can do that. But we won't get it done until next turn, at which point some of us may die anyway. So that was special action, start of turn, no effects. Then we're going to play a card. We're going to play this anyway. Reduce his Terminarch's Casing, equipment, reduce damage dealt to Lifeline by 1. So we're going to grab that anyway. At the end of your turn, Lifeline either regains an HP or deals 1 target 1 lightning damage. And we have a quote from Jansavidero from the Enclave of the Endlings. The Enclave's engineers have crafted this for you. Wear it as a reminder. Right? We will put that into play. Then we will use a power. Going to use that Infinity Cannon again, which means we do draw a card. Escalated action. And then we are going to do 5 energy damage to a target. And because he is a nemesis with Sanction, that's actually going to be 6. So I got that back down to 25 again. It's going to go up a little bit. when she in this form, when she reaches the end of her turn, but it is what it is. Now back to Lifeline. Lifeline draws a card. Cryptic alignment. Then, end of turn. At the end of the turn, they may use a power. If they do not destroy this card, we're going to not. I mean, his other power would be to draw a card and then draw another card. We've got a good amount of cards now. So let's just get rid of the magical MacGuffin, which means this goes away. And yeah, now we are at -1 damage taken. So yeah, not a whole lot getting done by the heroes this turn, but so be it. On to Battle Zone 1. Okay, gonna turn over our first Silver Gulch card. And oh good, we already start right away with Lost in the Past. That's bad. Time Portal. Yeah, if we get a game over condition from a specific environment, that environment just goes away. And yeah, it's destroyed, and yeah, OblivAeon does his thing. So yeah, this, oh man, we had to start with this, didn't we? When this card enters play, discard the top 2 cards of the environment deck. 1 and 2. At the end of the environment turn, if there are no cards in the environment trash, the characters are lost in time. Game over. At the start of the environment turn, put the top card of the environment trash on the bottom of the environment deck. So we need to find a way to destroy that card without taking out the entire environment. Does anybody have anything that lets them destroy environment cards? I'll have to have a look. Okay, that moves us on to the villains. At the start of the villain turn, if this card is in the same battle zone as OblivAeon, right, I didn't think of that, duh, flip it and move it to the other battle zone. So, okay, yeah. Lifeline's in trouble then, I guess. Let's see what the other side says. Nixius the Chosen, still, except now he's... Whoa. He looks like that. Villain, Scion, Sycophant of Madness. I'm not sure which hero icon that is. I'll have to look it up. It's nobody who's active, so it doesn't much matter. And Skyscraper gets to say, so many bitings. It is not biting time. Let us try punching time instead, yes? Her English needs a little work. The first time damage is dealt to this card each turn, add 1 devastation token to the inevitable destruction card. When this card is destroyed, flip an objective in each hero play area. Okay. Then remove this card from the game. So we do get benefits when we take all of these things down. It's just hard to do that. If damage dealt by this character destroys a target, flip this card. At the end of this villain turn, this card deals each hero target in the play area with the most rewards, 3 melee and 3 infernal damage. So that's going to go over onto the second side, which means we do not actually draw a Scion card, because now there are no Scions here. And we have no villain end of turn effects. Instead, they're going to happen on the other side to poor Lifeline. So, over to Battle Zone 2. Okay, Champion Studios, no starter turn effect. Turnover, bottom of the 9th. And yeah, this whole thing, I believe this is all a complete reference to another Greater Than Games game called Bottom of the 9th, a baseball-based game. We have Kargra Warfang on the pitcher's mound, pitching off against Setback. Conflict. At the start of the environment turn, which we are past, play the top card of each hero deck in turn order. If 3 hero one-shots are played this turn, each player draws 5 cards, then destroy this card. Otherwise, add 1 token to this card. When you add a third token to this card, you're out. Game over. You lose. So we have a way to lose this environment entirely now, too. Wow. And our... Oh, of course, Guys is there. Hey, bada bada bada, hey. Guys stopped jeering abruptly as a gun barrel pressed against his back. Expatriate growled, "Shut up. You're supposed to be on our team." Yeah, that sounds like Guys. Oh, okay. No end of turn effects. Yeah. So, okay, we need to get everybody over here for a couple of reasons. For that, because we can't discard, we can't reveal 3 cards unless we have all 3 heroes here. And also if we decide to go for Form the Mechanite next turn. So yeah, everybody needs to be together. On to villains. I don't think there is no start of turn effect for either of the Scions, so we will instead play the last card in the Scion deck. Right, Rent Minds and Souls, we've seen that one. The Scion with the lowest HP deals the 2 hero targets with the highest HP. Well, there's only 1 hero target. 2 psychic damage each. Each hero dealt damage this way destroys 1 of their non-character cards. Well, that's not going to be an issue because... let's see, first of all, who's going to do it? Well, it actually won't matter because we're going to use a stunt double. First time any hero target would be dealt damage by a villain target each turn, you may redirect it to this card. So we will do that. That was 2 psychic damage. So it's going to reroute from Lifeline around to this stunt double, leaving it with 3 HP. So yeah, that's it. Don't have to worry about that. Now, at the end of the villain turn, discard the top card of the Scion deck. There is no Scion deck right now. Pretty sure that from how this has worked with other decks in the game, again, learning this from the digital version, if there is no deck to discard from, we don't have to reshuffle that deck. Which is good, because Sanction would flip, and I'm sure they must be worse on the other side, otherwise there wouldn't be this countdown to it. Then this card regains 3 HP. I am short of 1s. Hold on. And deals the hero target with the lowest HP 3 energy damage. So yeah, Lifeline would actually take 4 because of Nemesis, but because of his Terminarch's casing, will go back down to 3. So we'll get rid of that. And 5, 6, 7. Yeah, we can't redirect anymore because it's the first. We're already past the first time getting damage. Back to the villains. What was this again? At the end of the villain turn, deals each hero target in the play area with the most rewards. We only have 1 hero play area. 3 melee and 3 infernal damage. Knocked down to 2 and 2 because of his armor there. So we're going to take away 4 from Lifeline, leaving him at 15. That could be worse. Yeah, I think that is it. We are going to, oh, you know what, that we don't have to worry about Silver Gulch next turn because we're going to count down to 0. And OblivAeon is just going to wipe out Silver Gulch. So that's going to be gone right away. We can still lose this one, though. So that concludes the round. We'll quickly wrap up. Yep, that round was pretty terrible, but I anticipated as much. Next turn, yeah, more bad things will happen at the beginning, but then we can just concentrate on OblivAeon. Right now we're just trying to stay alive. When Silver Gulch goes, Night Mist and Captain Cosmic are both going to take 20 damage, but they are both at their 27 and 28, so they actually won't be destroyed. At least not right away by OblivAeon destroying Silver Gulch. We'll have to see what we can do to deal with the after effects next time. Thanks very much everybody for watching. Thanks for subscribing to the channel and liking the videos. I appreciate it. And we will see you next time for yet another round of Sentinels of the Multiverse. So long.